Hi Scorpio, welcome to your teen mid-month checkup. I'm Shay. Please note that there will be another mid-month checkup reading for your sign on this channel. That reading is done by Casey. We offer 2 readings, 2 perspectives, hoping at least one will resonate and be able to help. These are general readings, so not everyone's going to relate to everything. And if you're just finding us for the first time or returning, we are so thankful and grateful for you joining us on this journey. So let's go ahead and start cards. I'm going to pull a card for the energy that's surrounding Scorpio in the month of February. Okay. All right. 3 of Swords. So 3 of Swords is grief, emotion, painful emotions, sorrow, heartbreak. So those are the energies either coming in or that you're presently in. The next card I'm going to choose is 6 of Wands and the Empress reverse. This is what we need to release. What energies we need to release in. So the 6 of Wands is success, progress, self-confidence. And then the Empress reversed is dependency on others. So I'm kind of thinking I think what Spirit's trying to say is that you're finding your confidence within others, and with a dependency on others, that you're not truly gaining that confidence. So whatever situation is surrounding you in the 3 of Swords, that heartbreak, that grief, maybe publicly you're kind of putting on a good face, but you're really not confident within yourself, and you're leaning not heavily. I don't want to say leaning too heavily, because if you're really in a bad place, we definitely want to surround ourselves with others for that support and comfort that we need to make it through. But maybe you're determining your value or your worth based on others at the moment, and kind of leaning too heavily on other people. So let's pull another card and see if we can get some more clarification on that. What needs to be reevaluated for Scorpio in the month of February? Okay, 7 of Wands. So 7 of Wands is perseverance and protection. So I think that I was on the right track, that you kind of have to take over the emotions on your own, and maybe stop. I kind of get like the thought that's coming in my head is that this is not a recent thing. This, whatever the 3 of Swords energy is that it's not recent, and it is not to in any way impugn on the event or situation, in saying that you don't have any right to be upset. I just think what it is that we have to go through the emotions and we have to work through them, but maybe that you're kind of stalled in the sorrow energy right now. You're kind of stalled and living in this sadness and constantly searching to, looking to others to lift you up, and that you're not working on this on your own. You're not having that perseverance to recover from this event on your own. You're not taking your life by your own reins and starting to pull through. The next card I'm going to choose. Okay, so we have the Devil and the Hanged Man, and this is our outcome, what we have to look forward to. The Devil is attachment, addiction, restriction, and the Hanged Man is that sort of surrendering, letting go, and new perspective. So that's definitely on key with what I was saying. There is some sort of attachment, some sort of, I don't want to say addiction to the sadness, but There is some sort of attachment that needs to be released, that needs to be let go, in order to gain that new perspective, in order to remove ourselves from this energy and to be able to start the process of healing and move on. One of the biggest things, one of the biggest lessons I learned while going through my own personal spiritual awakening is that for a while I lived in this negative pattern and I didn't even realize that I was there. I just was always down, and I looked to others to define me, and I looked to others to acknowledge me and to make me feel better. And in what I was doing was in this vicious cycle of not really working through what I needed to work through. And that was one of the biggest lessons I learned in coming up and working through this, is that if we hold on to these energies, we don't move. We are stagnant. We are stale. And we live in the bad times, and we can't ever find that newness, that progress, seeing the sun again, looking at the little things, enjoying the, nature, enjoying a sunrise, enjoying a sunset, laughing, having fun. So, the spirit is telling us that we have to, surrender to the pain and acknowledge it, but we have to release it. We have to let it go. And it's like a battle that you're having. Like, I almost think like you understand what I'm saying, that this is unhealthy, but you're so used to being in this pain that maybe you feel like you don't know how you're going to feel, or you don't know how you could ever feel better. But, spirit is telling you that you will surrender to this, but you will also gain new perspectives and new clarity. And that as soon as you start pulling yourself up out of this fog, you will start to see things in a different way. The next card I'm going to choose is an emotion card. This is either something that we need to work on or something that will assist us in this healing process. For Scorpio. Okay. Ooh, hang on. Okay. Patience. Yep. Okay. So with patience, what spirit is telling us is that it's going to happen in its own divine timing, but you kind of have to set the mark and then you have to do the work. The patience is telling us that it is not going to be easy. It is not going to be fun, but that you need to take it slowly, one day at a time, one lesson at a time, and know that as you go through and take your light steps, your baby steps, things will start to even out, and you'll start to realize that you're healing without even realizing it, if that makes any sense. One day you're just going to wake up and it's just going to be different. It's just going to be this day is going to be different than yesterday, and it's going to take you by surprise. So that is really a very good message, because whatever it is, whatever the energy around the Three of Swords, it seems like it was major. And it's going to be a slow process. Okay, well, this flipped out. Self-acceptance. That's our Angel Oracle card. I'm going to pull another one. I kind of feel like I should pull two. Yep, okay, good. All right, so self-acceptance and freedom. So the self-acceptance card is about the self-love, accepting yourself for who you are, accepting your everything about you, accepting your flaws, your good traits, the things that we need to work on. And maybe you even feel a little guilty, like whatever the situation is, maybe that you didn't notice something or it took you by surprise. And that's why you are so rattled. But whatever it is, you're hanging on to it because you maybe feel some sort of responsibility that you shouldn't be bearing. And, not that you didn't have a role to play, but I think what ultimately happened, because you're the one that's left behind with the pain and the grief, is that it was beyond your control and you somehow feel guilty or responsible but you need to release that, and you need to look inside yourself and accept yourself and the situation, and know that you did the best you can, and you need to turn this experience into a learning experience so that doesn't happen again. And that self-acceptance comes along with confidence within yourself. The freedom is releasing you from this burden, from this pain, from this Three of Swords energy. The freedom is the freedom that you're going to have to breathe a little better, to see things in a different way, to move along with your day and, not break down or not cry or whatever it is, not be angry. But a complete release and freedom for you is on its way, as long as you're willing to put in the work. The last card I'm going to choose is an inspirational wisdom from angels and fairies. This is our advice card for Scorpio, please. I believe. Believe in your abilities to accomplish great things. Move forward in the profound way needed for your future work. Yep. So again, that's with the self-acceptance, belief in your abilities to accomplish this, whatever this healing process is going to involve. It's going to be a lot of work. It's going to be a lot of heavy energy. It's going to be a lot of crying and yelling and laughing and all those things combined. But Spirit is telling you that you need to believe in yourself. You need to believe in your abilities to work through this, and you need to have that confidence so that you can move through and have a better future. And again, gain that freedom from this confines that you find yourself in emotionally and spiritually. These are the messages I've been given by Spirit, and I truly hope it resonated with you. If not, remember to go check out Casey's reading for a different perspective. I hope that you'll like this video and you'll subscribe to our channel. Love and light, and hopes for a fantastic rest of your day.